You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord. So that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer Ford. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord. So that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, but niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole fart. Yeah, know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. So that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. All right, Most High in Christ. Okay, give me 1 second. Father Kashar. Y'all know what's up. All right. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Adam Hashem Yahshua to the sister. I'm preaching officer Parataza out of Yonkers, New York. Wait, you know what I'm saying? Wait until preaching officer of 5,000 Hazahav to come through. Temporarily, I'm just holding the class down until he comes through. This is the Israelite School, a University School Practical Knowledge. Isupk Nyc. Start off at 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. Listen up. Since 1969, Isupk have been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the downtrodden people. They are God's chosen people according to this Bible right here. If you're talking about this Bible, if you're picking up this Bible was only written to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's who we are. We are God's chosen people. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Israelites. We are the Israelites. First of all, let's clap it up for the Most High God. But once again, this is Monday history class. Monday history. History according to the Bible. History according to the people in the Bible. The history, you know what I'm saying? The history about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. About our forefathers, so on and so forth. You're going to go straight in. We're waiting for a priest officer, Hazar, come, you know what I'm saying? Come in. But right now, I'm saying, bro, right now it says, right now, I see the title up there. You know what I'm saying? How did black people become Muslim? Police officer Hazahab, I don't want to take away, you know what I'm saying, take away his class, you know what I'm saying, because I know he got some jewels that you're going to be dropping. But I'm going to get a little history course for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? We love our slave master. We love our slave master because our slave master put in position that we could do whatever we want to do. We could do whatever we want to do. And we have the Christian church, the Catholic church, the Muslim mosque, talking about the Old Testament is done away with. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Christ's laws. I'm going with Jesus' laws. Come on. Jesus' laws is God's laws. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And everybody talking about they love God. But we don't know the definition of love according to the Bible. The definition of love according to the Bible. All right, let me see here. We got in the chat. All right, we got Trooper Shahakwan, a podium is always in the house. You know what I mean? We got, you know what I'm saying? You got Quad, you know what I'm saying? I see you, sis, no doubt. It's all good. You know what I mean? We got all right, we have a brother over here. Strive to be proficient. Okay. 21, no doubt. Shalom. I see you. I see you, young strong man. But you know what I mean? So now, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we always, you know what I'm saying? We want to love God. We have a, you know what I'm saying? We have a due diligence. You know what I'm saying? We have a due diligence that we want to love God. But our slave master taught us how to love God. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not according to what the Bible says, according to what he says. Now we voted for our slave master. Now we celebrating our slave master birthdays and holidays and so on and so forth. Now we're doing all these things. But let's go, you know what I'm saying? Let's go in the New Testament. Because, you know what I'm saying? Our slave master said the Old Testament is done away with. But good. Let's go into 1 John. Let's go to the bedrock. Let's go to 1 John 3 and 4. I'm about to get there in a second. 1 John 3 and 4. Because we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta understand, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we are following behind our slave master. That's what we're doing. We following behind our slave master, and we love our slave master. You know what I'm saying? We love Joe Biden and Donald Trump. See if I can get this real quick. Let's lock in. A little rusty. Okay, give me a second. Nope. So those pages are stuck together. Oh, wait. I'm still going like that. Okay. There we go. All right. We'll get this right here. So everybody go to 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. 1 John 3 and 4. Baba Kashar. First John 3 and 4. See here in chapter 3, verse 4. There we go. Let me see here. No. Go to 1 John Salakia. Go to 1 John 4 and 3. 1 John chapter 4, verse 3. Let's go there, right there. 1 John 4 and 3. Salakia. Let's see if I'm tripping. Here, 3 and 4. Yeah. Let's go to 1 John 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? To let you know what is a sin. To let you know what is sin for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because everybody who's picking up this Bible, they don't read the Old Testament. They want to read the New Testament, you know what I mean, quote unquote, because our slave master say that's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what is an authority. I tell you what to do and read this. No. It says it right here in the New Testament. Right here. Whosoever committed sin, transgressive also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Sin is the breaking of the law. Where do you get your law from? Huh? Where's the laws coming from? You have to go to the Old Testament to understand what sin that you're breaking. That's what we have to understand, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is our Constitution. This is our laws, our statutes, our commandments from the Most High God. Come on, we don't know what sin is. We've never seen sin. We normalize sin in the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian community underneath the boot heel of these Caucasians. Our slave master told us, you know what I'm saying, told us that, you know what I'm saying, told us about sin. He's the biggest sinner on the earth. But when we go into the Bible, when we go into this Bible and we read 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4, it says it right here. Whosoever committed sin, transgressed also the law. Now, you know what I'm saying? A Christian, whosoever, which means everybody. No, it don't. No, it don't. It don't mean everybody. Because who the law that was given, you know what I'm saying, was given to? The 12 tribes of Israel. They the one who could break God's law. You know what I'm saying? If a French woman wants to be a whore, let her be a whore. If a French man want to be a part of the LGBTQ community, let him be a part of the LGBT community. He's a deviant bastard anyway. But for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, that's in the ghettos, that's in Yonkers, you know what I'm saying? That's in Slow Bombs, Whitney Young, Warburton. We have to do this law right here. And it says it right here. Whosoever, talking to the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, talking to the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, committed sin, transgressive means breaking also the law. For sin is the transgression or breaking of the law. Where you going to find the law at, huh? You got some, you know what I'm saying? You got some law in the New Testament, but you got the rest is in Deuteronomy, is in Leviticus. Let's go back there. Let's find out what the law says. Because this is a history class, and we don't know what the law means. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Bob Gashar. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the matter of fact, anybody who in the chat, give me a law. Give me a law that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians not supposed to do. Give me a law. Whosoever committed sin, transgression also the law, because sin is the transgression of the law. Give me a law, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Give me a law so I can pull it up and read it. Because you know what I mean? Because the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, we love the law of America because the law of America say get high, sell drugs. You know what I mean? Sell drugs. You know what I mean? Do anything that you want to do. There's no moral compass in America at all. No moral compass. That's the reason why men could get into, you know what I'm saying? Men could get into women's sport. Women could get into the man's sport. Women could try to act like men. Men can act, you know what I'm saying? Try to act like women. It's all good underneath Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Democrat and Republican, it's the same goddamn party. It's a game. They're running on Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. It's a goddamn game. They would piss on you all the same. And they done treated you all the same. Blacks, Hispanics, American, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. For their game. For the white game. That's what it is. They let your neighborhood go to nothing. Then, you know what I'm saying? Then 5 minutes later, you see, you know what I'm saying? You see a Becky jogging down your block with a pool. What you gonna do about it, huh? Because we love our slave master. Oh, we love our slave master, Black Hispanic Americans. No, Trooper Shot one. I don't know if you in there. So give me a scripture that's talking about a law. Give me a law on the books. Shaf one. Also, you know what I'm saying? Also, sister. You know what I'm saying? Kawab, my sister right here. Give me let me see. Give me a law. Give me a law. Let me see here. Let me see. Yaqua. Slovakia. What's that, Chris? What's that, Chris? Oh, Slovakia. Give you a couple minutes, sir?
Yeah.
Come. So, you know what I'm saying? So, anybody in the chat, give me a law. Because it says it right here. It says it in 1 John, chapter, you know what I'm saying? Chapter 3, verse 4. Whoever committed sin transgresses also the law. Because sin is the transgression of the law. But wait, hold on. It's the New Testament. Where are we going to find the law at? We have to go to the Old Testament. So, give me the law in the Old Testament. What's going on, young man? How you doing? Oh no, come on, come up here. You can come up here. Give me a pass. Shalom. If you got your hat on, say Shalom on Christ. There you go. All right. That's how we do it. All right. I don't see what we got here. Shalaf one. We got there. Ye shall not eat anything with. You know what I'm saying? With the blood, neither shall ye make sure. Oh, you got it at the end. Also, put on book, chapter, and verse first, so I can just read it. It said Leviticus chapter 19, verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment. Use enchantment. Nor observe, no observe time. Yo, that's those sage burners right there. They're enchantments. Those are the ones I can speak into your ancestors. I understand that. And eat anything with blood. You gotta cook that steak, you know what I'm saying? You gotta cook that steak well done. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do for the lamb at the Passover. You know what I'm saying? We got those bitter herbs. You know what I'm saying? We got those bitter herbs and put that Passover lamb and we cook it well with no blood. So you're not allowed to eat blood sausage. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to. It's easy to even the young men. You're not allowed to eat a red steak. That's our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's the so-called white man. He loves that. He loves that. Oh, all right, all right. Trooper Shah, want a part of him. He's throwing in there. Right here, you got Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 8 in the KJV. It say, "In the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud. Right. It is unclean unto you." Who? Israelites. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. I'm gonna let you know. A lot of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians don't know this. Pig is not food. Pig is like eating a rock. Pig is like, eating a piece of cloth. It's not food to God holy people. It's not food. We don't consider that as food. We don't consider. It should be like 3 slices in there. You can get a couple slices. I know how you get that. No. Oh, yeah. Well, if that's like, come. Come, yeah. I know. I hold that for you. I hold that for you because I knew that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say what's next.
Huh? Come. Says it right here. You know what I mean? He chooses the cup. He's unclean unto the Israelites. You. Ye shall not eat. Who? Who is ye? The Israelites. Of their flesh. And it says this right here. It says this right here. Listen to this. Of his flesh. Nor touch their dead carcass. We're not allowed to touch unclean things because we God's chosen. Oh, think about that. We so, you know what I'm saying? We so separated and so holy, we're not allowed to touch unclean things. Think about that. We're not allowed to touch that stuff. We're not allowed to do that stuff because we are holy people. We always, you know what I'm saying? We always sanitize. You know what I mean? You know how that we was always washing our hands every 30 seconds during the COVID-19? That's Israelites. That's Israelite culture right there, customs right there. We're not allowed to be dirty or unclean. That's in our law, statutes, and commandments right there. That's in our Constitution. That's in our Constitution. Also, Sha'af on Aquarium, go to Leviticus 18:1. That's where I want you to go to Leviticus 18:1 to let you know what you know what I'm saying, to let you know what's going on right here. Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 1. And the Most High and the Lord, this is for teaching purposes, speak unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak, you know what I'm saying? Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am the Lord your God, Israel. Verse 3, after the doings of the land of Egypt, that's another nation, within ye dwell, shall ye not do. We're not allowed to do the dwellings of Egypt. Now remember, this is black talk right here. This is Israelite. This is the so-called Hispanic talk. You know what I mean? This is, you know what I'm saying? This is how we talk. This is how we talk right here. You know what I mean? When we say for real. You know, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you for real, this is how it's going down. That. You know what I mean? Which means that we're not allowed to do anybody else stuff. We do our own thing. That's what, you know what I'm saying? This is Israelite talk. Yeah, they're talking about Egypt, but everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be deceitful like the white man. The white man always like to be deceitful. And it don't say everybody. You see that? All men is created equal. That's what he said in this Constitution right there. Sir? It said all men is created equal. During the time in 1776, wasn't all men is created equal? No, all men is created equal except for niggas and spicks and rednecks. Redskins. That's what it means. And everybody knew the code. The slave thought they was equal to their slave master. This is what the Bible is talking about. So it says it right here. Verse 3, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 3. After the doings Egypt do, after the doings, what all these other nations do, voting, so on and so forth, all that disgustingness, of the land of Egypt, therein ye dwell, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, if I bring you in the land of Canaan, or I bring you any goddamn where. Anywhere. If I bring you in the dwellings, you know what I'm saying, of the land of a fox, don't do the things that a fox do. Right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do those what the fox do. Don't do it. Do what I told you what to do. That's it. Do what I tell you what to do. You say that you love me, right? You say that you love me. If you love me, you keep my commandments. If you love me, you keep my goddamn commandments. That's what you do. So it says it right here. Verse 3, after the doings of the land of Egypt, therein ye dwelleth, shall ye not do? And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall ye not do? Neither shall ye walk in the ordinance. Ye shall not, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we is not allowed to vote, you know what I'm saying, with our oppressors, with the other nations. We are God's chosen. We're not allowed to do that, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The only thing that we're allowed to do, you know what I'm saying, to be a brother to our little brother. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that we're allowed to do, you know what I'm saying, is show our sister, you know what I'm saying, be a good brother to our sister. Love our sister. We ain't got no choice. Correct our sister, correct our brother, correct our mother, correct our father. Show brotherhood, show sisterhood to one another. Follow the Most High God and fear Him. That's what we're supposed to do. We ain't supposed to follow behind nobody else but this Bible right here, because we are God's chosen people. Don't pick up this Bible and think that you know what you're talking about. You don't know a goddamn thing what you're talking about, unless you have a priest and a prophet of the Isupk teaching you this. You're still sinning. You're still doing the things that you want to do. You didn't convert. You didn't change yourself. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back to Leviticus. Let's go to Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. Let's go to Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. We have to know this. You have to know this stuff right here. Psalms 19 and 7. We got the book of Psalms. Hold up, give me a second. Book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. It says it right here. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. What did I say right there? Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let me break it down line by line. The law, statute, commandments, with Moses, you know, what the Most High God gave to Moses, to the chosen people of the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the chosen people of God, is perfect. Right. Is perfect. It's always going to be perfect. Right. Doesn't matter what year. It doesn't matter 2,000 years, 3,000 years, or in 2024. Doesn't matter. If you prostitute your daughter, your land going to become hoarder. You see that? That's it. It says it right there in Deuteronomy. We're not allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? The law, you know what I'm saying? It says it right here. You know what I'm saying? The law of the Lord is perfect. Now let's say this. If you follow the law of the Lord, what will make you perfect? But you can't be perfect, huh? You can't be perfect. But if I follow the law, statute, commandments, and I don't do, you know what I'm saying, I don't do the things what I feel, but I do the things what the Lord feel, who's perfect, me or you? Huh? You follow, you know what I'm saying, you follow Joe Biden. You follow America. I follow the Lord. I am perfect. You know what I'm saying? My house is perfect. Because in my house, We're going to follow the Lord. In your house, you know what I'm saying? Your husband become your mother, and your mother become your husband. That's in their house. That's in their house right there. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter dressing like a man. Your daughter dressing like a man and trying to talk like a man. But when a true man steps to you, oh, why are you speaking so loud? Why are you talking so aggressive to me? Church, I get that all. Like I'm beating them up. It's like I'm beating them up. You hear that, preach? It's like I'm beating them up. I get that all the time. Oh, what? No. A few minutes ago, you know what I'm saying? A few minutes ago, you try to beat me.
Correct.
And I was chilling. I was cool. I'm like, oh, you want to raise your voice? I'll raise my voice. I raise my voice. Then you could talk down to me. I'll show you. Why you got to talk to me like that? What you mean? What you mean? Oh, because you try to be me. And I ain't say anything. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just was masculine to show you the difference between you and me. That's all I did. To show when it come down to it, guess who you're going to run to? Me. So stop trying to be masculine. Stop trying to be strong. You try to be strong like a man. Be strong like a woman. Because a man would do anything what a woman do. A woman ask him to do. You know what I mean? If she was feminine. You know what I mean? That's how that go down. That's the you know what I'm saying? That's how they get down. That's how they got these quote unquote these simps. You see what I'm saying? These simps. Got them paying their rent because they were like, yo, you know, they're talking all sweet to them. Come on. Come on, man. If you want to be righteous, follow the law, statute, commandments. But only way that you could be righteous, underneath, you know what I'm saying, underneath the Most High God, you got to be taught. You don't know how to follow the Bible. You don't know who's teaching you the Bible. What is their lineage? Our lineage go back to 1969. Our lineage is priest and Commander General Yohana. That's our lineage. Period. That's our lineage. You know that speak bells right there. We got a lineage. Who's your lineage, huh? Huh? Some bitter women? Some bitter women who's breaking the law, statute, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Who women? You know what I'm saying? Some women who preaching in the church and try to usurp their authority over some men on their menstrual cycle in the church. Some women that are going to protect you but cannot go to war. This is what it is. This is what it is, huh? Come on, can't do that no more. So you want to go?
Yeah.
And with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm a plastic class over to priest and officer of 5,000 Hazahar.
Appreciate that.
I got your water right here too.
Sure. First is dropping some heavy stuff there. There's some notable things. Right? I mentioned you brought up the COVID law. I just want to run over those COVID laws right quick. Okay. I want to go to Leviticus just so we can know them. Right. Let's get Leviticus 13:46 or 13:45. They have the COVID masks. They have the social distancing. We're gonna get those right quick, and then we're gonna get off into a topic. Right. I couldn't find the Babylon Timbuktu. Is it gonna be hard to get into?
No. Oh no, matter of fact, right here. It's a lot. Yeah. It's
All right. That's the scripture we got right here. Leviticus 13, 46.
Oh, 46. Oh,
Yeah, 45. Down. All right. So this is Leviticus chapter 13, 45. Leviticus, is the third book of the Bible. It's a book specifically about the law. Leviticus meaning this law was enforced by the Levites. That's where the Leviticus law, the Levitical law, because the Levites will be the police over the children of Israel, right? So Leviticus 13:45, and the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be rent, and his head bare, and he shall put a covering upon his upper lip, and shall cry, unclean, unclean, right? And that covering upon your upper lip, right, is very similar to not making sure whatever he breathes out gets on you, right? We had the COVID masks, the COVID masks, or the one, right? And the COVID mask will cover our upper lips, right? You'll cover it up to your upper lip, and your nose, and you say that guy's unclean, unclean. Verse 46, all the days wherein the plague shall be in him, he shall be defiled. So when you got COVID-19, and whenever the COVID-19 was in you, all those days you was considered to be defiled. You was considered unclean. He shall dwell alone. You're not allowed to come outside. People, whoever's in you is gonna, whoever's in your crib is gonna get the disease with you, right? Ain't what happened in COVID-19, right? He shall dwell alone, without the camp. People was dying in their apartments, and was dead there for weeks. Or if someone had COVID in your family and you lived in an apartment, living room and all that, 2-bedroom, he stayed in one room, and no one would go in the room. You try to put the food down at the door and close it behind you, and he would have to crawl because he's half dead in there. You know what I mean? Crawl to get the food, and he got no appetite. So he's just drinking soup. Right? He is unclean. He shall dwell alone. We did that without the camp. Hold on. I thought there was no camps in the Bible.
Oh, wait.
They said there's no such thing as an Israelite camp in the Bible. That's what they said. Now the Bible's talking about camps here in Leviticus in the law. You want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Most of them laws is considering the camp. Talking about there's no camps in the Bible. The law is about the camp, right? The law is about the camp, right? You shall be without the camp, and without means is the opposite of within. Without, within. Without, within, right? So without means outside. That's the Bible way of saying outside in our kind of English. All right? Without the camp shall be his habitation. Meaning what? He can't come to camp. You see what I'm saying? He gotta stay outside where the camp is not, because you're gonna get all the brothers who are the priests in the Isupk. You're gonna get them sick, so you gotta stay away. You gotta quarantine. The same way how you were quarantined for your job or your slavery is the same way how a brother who caught COVID would quarantine from his job, which is this place right here. This place right here is our job. You know what I mean? Anything other than this is a slavery. Okay?
Yeah, I got the menu.
Okay. This is this is good right here. Right? This is the Hebrew here. Right? You should have shared this.
I'm about to share it now.
Right, yeah. Because right there, unclean is tama'ah. Right? Unclean is tama'ah. And then what's the other stuff over there? Nagai. Nagai is plague. So we go we start from the right to the left. So we read from the right. Kal, right? Kal is all. Yamya is the way of saying days, right? Ashar, which means that. And in Ha Nagai, it says here the sword, but Ha is the and Nagai is plague, right? That's how you gotta translate it. They translate it to make it understandable to the Caucasian man. You can't see me on there. Go back to the stream yard.
Okay. Want you on that?
Yeah, you gotta put me on there a little bit. Or put a big one. There you go, right there, right? So when you see there, that fourth word from the right, right? Ha nagai. Ha is the, nagai is plague. Ba wa. Ba is a preposition to say in. Wa is a possessive to say his or him. So ba is in, wa is him. Ba wa to say in him. Ha nagai ba wa. The plague in him. Right? Ya, next word, right? This is the second word to the left, right? On the same first line in Hebrew. Ya tama'ah. Ya to mean he, tama'ah to mean unclean. Ya tama'ah tama'ah. So from the top. Kal yamya ashar hanagai bawa. Ya tama'ah. So all days that the plague in him, he unclean. Right? It says twice. Right? But that second time is like to say after a comma. So it's like another line. Right? So then it says Tama'ah Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah is the formal way to say he. The word he comes from Hawa'ah. Alright? Tama'ah Hawa'ah. Tama'ah means unclean, Hawa'ah means he. So Tama'ah Hawa. To say what? Unclean he. Right? Good. Badad. Badad is to say alone. But bad is in itself is the word to say part. To put things in parts. To section things off. Bad. So if I want to say, put this water into 4 parts. What's 4? Arabai? Arabai is 4. And I'll say, okay, so put this into Arabai, bad. Right? Right? So now that badad from bad, from part, badad is to say alone. To say you part it off. Okay? Yashab. Yashab is the same word when we say yashabium to say sit. Right? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's very similar to how you say where you stay at. I stay at in Brownsville. That's my stomping grounds. That's where that's where I chill. You know what I mean? What do you when you're chilling? What do you look like? You are sitting down. You know what I mean? That's where I stay at. Over there, be mad chill. You know what I mean? So yashab, originally means to sit, is now the word to say where you live, or in the biblical English, dwell. All right, yashab. So badad yashab, alone. Ya to say he, and shab to say live, or where you live at. Right? Badad yashab, alone he lives. Ma kawataza, ma is to say of. Kawataza is to say outing or no. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. The word, that root word in ma kawataza is from kataza, which is the arrow, right? And kawataza is to say you're shooting the arrow. You're arrowing. Arrowing is when you stay in your house and your arrow never fires inside the house. Your arrows only fire to defend your house from something outside, right? So the concept of going outside was from the arrow going out. So we called it kawataza, playing from kataza, which is the arrow, right? So ma to say of, arrowing, and that's our way of saying outside, right? Alone, he lives outside, right? Ma kawataza, la makana, right? Makana is to say camp, right? Right, makana, right? That makana is very similar to, like I said, makan. That makan, la makana. That makan is similar to the brother's name Thakan. That Thakan has the same khan in the middle there. Okay. Okay. So la is 2, makana the camp, right? Mawa shabwa, right? And that's to say, that wa at the end of that word is to say his, and that mawashab is a play of that same yashab that we saw before, right? To say, yeah, where you live. Okay? Good. Okay? Now, we got the Babylon Timbuktu here. Where's that comic? I had a comic book over there somewhere. Hey Cameron, go in that book right there, Shabbatak. Go in that book right, that bag right there, and get me the comic book in there, the black and gold comic book. Okay, don't flip. Go. Right, look in the bag and get me the. Oh, you see it over there? There we go. Please. Okay. Thank you. Right, so we got a comic book here. We got a comic book to try to explain how and why black people became Muslims and why it's garbage. All right. So this is a comic book. This is not the Bible. This is what they call a holy Quran, which is not holy at all. Right. There's many books in the earth that is fashioned after the Bible, and it's not the Bible. And this thing is, it's not true. You cannot look at this to read about World War III. You cannot look at this to see how blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians are going to get out of our oppression in America. This is garbage, right? Good. So now we have a book here, right, from a scholar called Babylon Timbuktu. All right, and it's all right. You can leave it there. Right. Yeah. Put it right here under my foot. Put it right here under my foot, right there. There you go. Just want to elevate my foot just a little bit. The water. Thank you. Okay. I want the part in this book here where it talks about the Battle of Foss. As a matter of fact, see if you can pull it up on the Google there. Right, Battle of Foss, Foss. I think they call it the Battle of Trenches also. Okay.
You said, how do you spell it? Battle of Foss?
Battle of Foss, yeah, Foss. I did not write the pages of this book into my notes because one time I knew it from my heart. I just know it, where to get the pages from this book. So to me. Okay. No problem. We got a table of contents here. We should have a table of contents here. There we go. Okay. The outstanding black Jews. The expulsion of Jews from Spain and Portugal. The birth of Islam. That's 40. Okay, I'm in 48. There we go. The birth of Islam, right? 44. All right. God gave me what I wanted. I want the part where it talks about 622 AD.
622 AD.
Oh, where you got doing the Battle of Foss? Okay, don't share this one because they're not giving the information as it's supposed to be delivered. Okay. The birth of Islam. That's not what I want. It's not giving me the real birth. The real birth, 622 AD. Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right, the Mohammedan calendar.
Early Islam conquest.
Yeah, but they're not gonna give it to us like they're gonna give us the civilized version, where you can't really notice where Negroes are at in the history. Now this brother here called Rudolph Windsor, he went to see if you can pull up the face of Rudolph Windsor on Google. Oh, Rudolph Windsor, Rudolph, R-U, delete all of that. Right? Rudolph? Yeah. Delete everything. Delete the Battle of Foss, everything.
Oh,
okay. Okay. There we go right here. So we're on page 50, Babylon Timbuktu. And it says here, so it was with Muhammad, he had come to a point of no return, and there's another thing too. In history, he was called Muhammad. He was not called the Prophet Muhammad, right? Because that was not his name. To say to refer to him as the Prophet Muhammad is to say you're in their religion. Like how we would say Commander Jihana, and people who are not in the PK do not say Commander Jihana. Someone that would say Yahana or General Yahana, right? Because we are putting a title on him to show our respect for our superior, right? Now for the Muslims, they would say Prophet Muhammad to give respect to their superior. But it's not our obligation. That's him right there. But it's not our obligation to give respect onto a man that is not deserving of respect. Number one, he married a 9-year-old child. And by married, I mean he laid down with the child.
That's right.
Right? I think her name was like Isha or something like that. You know what I mean? Because that's the Arabic way. The Arabic way. Oh, hold on. Let's get the news articles of what's going on in Afghanistan. Put Afghanistan. You know what I mean? You changing the tab? Put on the tab. Yeah, just give me one picture of the brother there, and then you know. Okay, no problem. Put in Afghanistan. Afghanistan, U.S. military. No. For Afghanistan, Muslims raping boys. All right. Afghan. AFGH. Right. GHAN.
Afghanistan.
Yep. Afghan. Or put Afghan. Yeah. Afghan. And it's space for boys. Boys. Great in police station. So they were doing it in the police station. Right? Tell you about this Islamic religion right here. Okay, Muhammad has come to a point of no return. He became a religious extremist in order to give his people a better life on a rapid scale. Muhammad came to the conclusion that all means of persuasion has been exhausted, meaning what? They was telling people to become Muslim and they wasn't doing it. Why? Because the Arabs, before being Muslim, right, in 600 AD, right, they were worshiping the Babylonians' religions. And in that religion, the Arabs worshipped a different god every single day of the year. Every single day of the year, they would worship another god. The god of prosperity, the god of fortune, the god of health, the god of water, and the god of fire, and the god of cooking, and the god of chairs, and the god of walls, and the god of windows, and the god of streets, and the god of air, and the god of trees, and the god of fruits. That's silly stuff. You know what I mean? And now, what was Muhammad doing? Let me go one page before. Page 48. The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jews' religion. Number one, Islam is fake Israelite culture. That's it. All right? First of all, the basic idea of monotheism, which is the belief in one God. Why? Because before that, they didn't worship one God. They worshiped a God every day, a new God every day. The Jews' confession of the unity of God is Shema Yasharallah, Adania Alahayim, Adania Akkad. To say, hear the children of Israel, hear Israel. Israel meaning the race of people. My God, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Now, what did the Muslims do? The Muhammadan slogan is as follows: La ilaha illa Allah, Muhammad Rasul Allah. Now they're saying, if they change their slogans after our slogan, they say, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the Prophet of Allah. So because we said, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one God, now the Arabs turn around and they start saying, there is no God but Allah. If you ever heard that, that is to copy the Israelites. Muhammad adopted also the main details of the Jewish calendar. What does that mean, the details of the Jewish calendar? He's talking about the feast days. You know what I mean? We got a day to fast here. You know what I mean? We got a day to blow trumpets here. You know what I mean? We got days for our wars here. And they start to make their own calendar according to the Israelites' culture. The Day of Atonement, the Sabbath day, much of the Bible and narratives from the Midrash, and many points of the ritual law. Incidentally, the Jews pray 3 times a day, facing the city of Jerusalem. What did the Muslims do behind that? And the Muslims, to be true believers, they start to pray 5 times a day, facing the city of Mecca. So we pray 3 times a day. The Muslims say, you know what? The Israelites pray 3 times a day. We're going to pray more than them. We're going to pray 5 times a day. Now, what I want with that, parenthesis, all right? I want Matthew chapter 6.
Oh, I know about that.
Yeah, you know exactly where I'm going. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Matthew 6. Okay.
God. Okay. So we're going to get the word of Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, Islam was born 600 years after Christ. Right? After Christ died, Islam was a religion that was taken up, 600 years after Christ died. Meanwhile, when you talk to black Muslims in New York, they act like Islam was the first religion in all the earth. But that's a lie. That's not true. You know what I mean? That's just not true. Okay? Okay? Mm-hmm. Right, so you're going to go down to verse 6. There you go, verse 5. Let's start at verse 5.
Okay.
Right? Verse 5.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrite are.
Now, what is this? Jesus Christ is taking a pun at the people who were to become Muslims. What do I mean by that? Before they were Muslims, they was praying to their sun god. They was praying to Shamash and praying to Ernamu. I'm praying to the love god. I'm praying to the group god and the water god and whatever god, different gods a day. And he said, and Christ is saying, don't pray like the hypocrites. Why? What do Muslims have to do? Read it. Keep reading.
Come.
Huh?
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 Thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
Here's how Christ defines a hypocrite. Read.
For they love to pray.
Wait. Hold on. What do they love to do?
For they love to pray.
They have to do what?
Love to pray.
They love to pray. Where? Keep reading.
Standing in the synagogue.
Now that's not the Christian church. That's what they do in the mosque. They all come together, and they're not in there breaking down those scriptures. That's what Christ was doing. Christ was not in no place all day, just praying like this all day. Christ was in there breaking down scriptures, quoting Isaiah. You know what I mean? Giving prophecy, saying, "Yo, this was going to happen in 5 minutes." You know what I mean? The cock gonna crow, you gonna snitch. he was doing that. You know what I mean? When you go to the Muslims temple, what are they doing in there? They are all in there, like 150,000 people in there. You know what I mean? Doing this. You know what I mean? And I was like, keep reading. Standing in the synagogues, keep reading.
And in the corners of the streets.
That's what hypocrites do, according to Jesus Christ written in red. Hypocrites pray like this. They get Aladdin's carpet out and pray doesn't fly away. And lay down on the ground. You know, Aladdin's carpet flies. You know what I mean? He gets up, his arms do this, and then he's out. You know what I mean? They get Aladdin's carpet and does this. You know what I mean? Lay him on the ground, and then they bow down on the mat outside. All over New York. You see them all over Newark, all over Brooklyn. Go ahead, Professor.
Sir, they actually, you know what I'm saying? They normalized it so well, they made an economy out of it. I got to get my prayer carpet. Prayer carpet. You remember, it's not You know what I mean? They cannot pray without that carpet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pray carpet. You know what I'm saying? Get this. You know what I'm saying? For $6.99, you can get. You know what I'm saying? You get this holy water.
Mm. It's a hustle, man.
It's a hustle. Come.
Come.
That they may be seen of men.
Right. So now some brothers go up in there thinking that this is the way, Islam is the way, and they go up doing this thing, but you don't know the origin of this thing. The origin of this thing was to be a fake worshiper of God.
That's right.
That's the origin. You could be sincere all you want. You could really believe that's what you're supposed to do, because that's all you be taught as a Muslim. But the culture that you are doing is copying someone who was being fake to the worship of God. Okay? And it says, what did Christ say? Christ said, the people who are the real Muslims, not you who's trying to sincerely be a Muslim. Because, you know, to be the real Muslim, you got to be the thing that Christ was talking about. You have to be the hypocrite. You now not knowing what you're doing. That's why Christ says, forgive them, Father, because they know not what they do. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know who the hell you're copying. You don't know whose intentions you are following behind.
Right.
The intention of the people that you are following were people that was trying to promote Islam, to bring money to the Arabs and away from the Israelites. That's all it was. And they do it to be seen of men. Now, hold up now. Muhammad was doing this. He was praying in the street. He was doing it in the synagogue, on the job. And he said what? He had come to a point of no return. He became a religious extremist in order to give his people a better life. He did this to give Arabs a better life.
Right.
Because he was there. His people were suffering while the Israelites was doing well all over the planet. You see what I'm saying? And the Israelites were doing well after having our country being exterminated by the Romans. Right. We flee into Africa and all kind of places that we doing well in Africa. You see what I'm saying? At this point right here in 600 AD, we got dragged into being slaves in Rome, and then we became the rulers of Rome. You know what I mean? What time did we become the rulers of Rome? Around 230 AD. Right? So we go into slaves, right? 70 AD, right? We our country is done 70 AD. What is that? What's 70 from 230? What's that? Let's say 210.
Yeah, 210.
So 150 years after being slaves in Rome, what did the Negroes do in there? What did the Jews do in there? Who were the Negroes? They took over Rome. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing with. That's what's going on around this time in history here. After this, by 600 AD, we are damn the Caucasians are damn non-existent. You know what I mean? Cause we like women. The Caucasian man, he don't like women. He's an LGBT member in Rome and Greece. He over there getting AIDS and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? He not getting down with no woman or nothing. We the one having 8 wives and all kind of crazy stuff. Having 4 or 5 baby mothers. You know what I mean? And our population is growing and the Caucasian population was swindling. So when you're looking at Rome around 600 AD, when these Muslims were trying to get a better life for these Arabs, we were over there flourishing in Europe. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Partizan.
Salaki, so would you dropping it so heavy and let you know blacks, Hispanics, and Native American is God's chosen people, because it's the same thing happened here in America right after slavery.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, they're only 50 years out of here and they got, you know what I'm saying, they already got colleges. You know, they got towns. No, bomb those towns. You know, they're like, no, we didn't give them nothing. And they making lemonade? No, bomb those towns. That's why you're dropping it right now.
What's so heavy? What you saying about that? That same time you're talking about is when the Negro invented the airplane. That same time right there is when the airplane was invented. When Negroes got out of slavery. That's what I'm saying. People got not worried about trying to hold on to America, man. You know what I mean? Some brothers be asking me, well, if we leave America right now, right? And Christ returns to destroy America and destroy the whole world and everything, right? How are we gonna have technology? Technology from you. You know what I mean? If we using a cell phone, a brother called Henry T. Sampson, a black man, made the cell phone. You want cell phones? All you need is niggas.
Steam engine.
Yeah, the steam engine.
The AC.
Yeah, the AC. You know what I mean? George W. Carver, he made the car. George W. Carver. I wouldn't be surprised if the word car came from his last name, Carver. Carver. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what that was.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
In Salaki, so if I may, still in the midst of Jim Crow and out of slavery.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's that myth we're talking about. Negroes couldn't read. They couldn't do this.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Only when you're building something for, you know what I'm saying, for your oppressor. Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't read.
You couldn't read the Bible.
Yeah, that's it. We couldn't read the Bible. We couldn't read this thing that we read it right now.
You read those scripts.
If we read the Bible right now in slavery, I can see why they wanted to unalive us in slavery, because we're gonna read this right here and see how much of a hypocrite, you know, the white man's religion was. You know what I mean? Why? Because Christians love to pray, standing in the church and in the corners, and every 5 minutes, in the name of Jesus, hallelujah, hallelujah. Da, da, da.
That's right.
We're about to go outside. Jesus Christ, please, on the way outside, please give us safe. We're outside. We're now safe outside. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, please. That's how the Christians are. They get in the cab. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, please let us get to this. Hold up, cab driver. We have to pray first before you drive. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, let us pray. You know what I mean? They get to the destination. Hold on, cab driver. Before we get out, we gotta pray. We are, oh Lord Jesus Christ, we're about to get out of the car. We're about to go to Auntie Jemima's house. They get to the door. Before you ring the doorbell, hold on, Winston. We gotta pray. Oh Lord, I'm here with Winston. We're at the house of Aunt Jemima. We're about to go in there and pray that we're gonna be safe and well fed in there. They get in the house, sit down, and say, okay, everybody, we thank you for inviting us. We're here. Let's all pray now that we're here. They do it to be seen of men, because they want to be. Now, when they do that, the whole family and whoever knows you look at you like you some extra holy person. You don't know that she molested her nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
You know
shit.
what I mean?
You forgot the shikabab, shikabab.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot that part right there.
That's to be seen of men. Like, what's the purpose of doing that? They don't do that by themselves. They're not doing that by themselves. You need to stay down there, right? They're only doing that in front of everybody else to say, look, I have the holy tongue. Speaking in the tongues of angels. That's not it. Tongues of angels don't mean you say, you know, that's the equivalent of getting a keyboard on the computer and doing this. Just writing nothing on the keyboard and say, look, this is the tongues of angels, only angels can understand it. You are lying. You're lying. You are a hypocrite. It's not true. You are being fake to the cause. You're being fake to the faith. Brothers up, please.
I had to drop it so heavy because you know the chat house. The clubhouse.
Yeah.
The clubhouse. Yeah, I go remember these Christian rooms. It'd be like, oh man, it'd be like 100. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like 130 women. And they all praying together. Only thing is sabah. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Sabah. Jesus Christ. And everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing that. In front of everybody.
And here's another thing too. Muslims do the same thing, except the Muslims don't talk gibberish. The Muslims get to speaking down the Arabic. You know what I mean? Because the Arabs understand that their language is a real language.
Right.
We have been slaves in America. We're looking for some other language. Go stand in push-up position over there. I just told you to come down from there. Stand up in push-up position over there in the back. Go all in the back. Push-up position. Get down over there. Hurry up. Get over there. All right. Hands on the floor. There we go. Right, lean forward a little bit. There we go. Hold that right there. Breathe. Okay? Good. Yeah, the Muslims do the same thing. The Muslims will be in the hood in New York and Newark, New Jersey, right? And all over Brooklyn and the Bronx. And to act like they are more holy Muslims than you, they get to speaking what, their own language? No. They get to speaking the Arab man's language. That's a holy language. Like that same language that the Muslim goes and speaks. Acting like that's the holy language. You gotta lean forward Shabbatak, lean forward. That same language that he's speaking, acting like he's more holy,
Right.
because he's speaking that thing. Regular Arabs order chopped cheese with that same language. You know, regular Arabs go speak that same language and buy a whore in that same Arabic language that you think is all holy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They go, you know, they go out there and buy cocaine to snort in that same language that you acting like is all holy. You know what I mean? Speaking that language doesn't make it holy. Now, anytime the Israelites turned away from the Lord, they spoke another language. Why are you doing that for? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm looking at you. I can see you. All right? Keep reading from there.
We got the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
But thou, when thou prayest...
On your feet, Shabbat. On your feet. Imagine Shabbat. Keep reading.
Into
Uh-huh. Enter into
thy closet.
Right. This is how Christ said you pray. You see what I'm saying? You go home into a place where nobody sees you. That's where sincere prayers are made. You see what I'm saying? That's where sincere prayers are made. You ever see at the Thanksgiving table, right? Or the sinners or the hypocrites at the Thanksgiving table, acting like this is a day of our love, you liar. A day that all the Native Indians got unalived. Acting like it's a day of love, you liar, you hypocrite. You know what I mean? A bloody feast. Acting like this is a feast of love, you hypocrite. They get around the table and in the manner of the oppressor, they get to pray, talking about this is their thanksgiving to God over all the food that God said to not eat. And they get down with some prayer, and then they get into that prayer, and they get into the subliminal attacks on all the people at the table. You hypocrite! You full of hate. You the hate group, man. The Thanksgiving dinner is a hate group, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 5 minutes into it.
Yeah.
You know the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, the 5 minutes into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Finally, the daughter or the son finally gonna break and say he touched me. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, last Thanksgiving, when he got drunk. You know what I mean? Or when she got drunk. You know what I mean? She tried to kiss on me, and I told her stop kissing on me. My aunt, I told her stop kissing on me.
Right.
It comes out.
Yeah.
It all comes out.
Yeah.
And but they was the one was leading the grace.
Right.
They was the one who was leading the grace.
Right. And that auntie and uncle that's doing all that medicine at the table, they went to church, y'all. You know what I mean? They went to church. They are Christians. You see what I'm saying? These are people that pray openly in the church to be seen of men, that so people can see, oh yeah, he's a Christian. He's supposed to be a man of God. He's a man of God. Oh, and he told my Uncle Charles who ministered you, he would never do that. He's a man of God. No, Uncle Charles is a hypocrite. That's what Uncle Charles was. You know what I mean? Or whoever, Aunt Sally or whoever. You know what I mean? By the way, I have no Charles in my family, right? Just let you know. You ever told you, man? Just do that name. Jamaicans don't got names like that. You know what I mean? God, you got Aunt Sally too? Aunt Sally? You got Aunt Sally? God damn. I'm over here talking about all the brothers of family. I ain't know. You know what I mean? Whatever. You just tell me. Later, you just tell me I apologize.
It's all right.
You know what I mean?
They scared of me. I was to let you know they scared of me. So it's not gonna go down.
Yeah, my family avoid me too, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't talk to not one family member. You know what I mean? I probably got one sister. I probably call my dad if not. My mom is in the school. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
God. It's just like it. And when thou hast shut thy door.
Right. When thou hast shut thy door, read.
Pray to thy Father which is in secret.
Yes, because this is where you're gonna say things that you really mean. You're gonna say all the things that you would never say in front of other people. All the stuff that God sees you do, that you for all you sinners out there that want to apologize for the crime that you do before God, You ain't never gonna go to no church and talk about you slept with this whore last night.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And what did you do? You stole $15,000 from Aunt Sally. I ain't gonna say Aunt Sally now, but from your cousin or somebody, and you don't plan to get it back. You know what I mean? You could never say some of the real things you do. You would never say those in public, man. You'd be ashamed. They're like, yo, what? That's what you doing in the dark? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Verse 7.
I finished on 6.
Mm-hmm.
Will we finish 6?
Oh, finish 6 then, please.
Come. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Right. Now the Muhammad was supposed to be copying the Bible. He got this wrong because he was trying to put this to make his people blessed. You know what his people got? His people got Gaza and Palestine. That's what his people got. His people got Gaza and Palestine. The Iranian conflict.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The Desert Storm is what they got.
Ooh.
You gotta learn from these Muslims, man. Yeah, you gotta learn from these Muslims, man. You know what I mean? Wait, read the part again. And their father was what?
Come. And thy Father which seeth in secret.
Your father will see you pray in secret. Read.
Shall reward thee openly.
And that's what God is gonna do. You see what I'm saying? God will reward you openly if you pray to Him in secret and not in public. You see what I'm saying? The Muslims pray in public and they got Desert Storm. You know what I mean? They got war in Afghanistan, war in Iraq, war in Kuwait. 2024, the Israeli versus Palestinians. Being starved to unalivement. You know what I mean? Hospitals blowing up with all the children in there. That's what they're getting because this is what God rewarded them. They wanted to, that's what He said. They got their reward already. That's what He said the verse up. They want to pray in the open, they get their reward. The whole world look at them like a holy Islam people in Gaza. You see what I'm saying? You know? But the blessings of the Lord, ooh, that goes to people in the Isupk. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Come. We got Matthew chapter 6, verse 7.
Hold on, so let me get this part with verse 7 is, right? Here's what Muhammad did. He said, hold on. I want to part with the prayer. All right. So Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles for the laws of the Jews religion. First of all, right, the basic idea of there's only one God, right? Good. He adopted the calendar days, right? The Sabbath days, not from the Bible. And he said, incidentally, the Jews meaning the Israelites. The Israelites pray 3 times a day facing Jerusalem. Muslims up the ante. Now pray 5 times a day facing Mecca. Good. Read this right here.
Come.
Here's what Christ said.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
But when ye pray.
Now, here's what Christ said to the Israelites. When you pray.
Use not vain repetition.
Use not vain repetitions. Don't up the count of your prayers. Keep reading.
As the heathen do.
As the Arabs do. And the lifestyle of Arabs is called Islam. Don't be like a Muslim is the direction by Christ. Because the Muslims are trying to be like me. They're trying to be holier than me. And guess what? It's not the second biggest religion behind Christianity on the planet.
That's right.
They got their rewards. Every Muslim you look at, the people look at them like they're more holy than Christians now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But they're not protected by the Father, though. You see what I'm saying? They pray to a God that don't exist because there's no God called Allah. You see what I'm saying? But people think there is. And now they looked at us holy, right? But now here's the thing. When they pray to their God don't respond. Their God does not save them from an Egyptian army and drowns your enemies in a flood. And that's not what their God does. Their God does not call down fire from heaven to the people who wanted to come against Elijah.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Muhammad has never brought no man from the dead, and there's no prophet under Muhammad or in the Islam religion. No, there's no Arab that brought no man up from unalivement. There's no Arabian man who was a Muslim who he was no blind man. He was no sick man. You see what I'm saying? What are you talking about, man? No prophecies come from over there. What's the Arab man preparing for in prophecy? To rule the world after World War III? I don't think so. They don't have any prophecies. It's just fight back. That's their prophecies. Get a long stick, shoot pointers.
That's right.
And get the pinting. That's all they can hope for. They got no prophecy. They have no idea what's coming to them. You see what I'm saying? Good. I'll keep reading right here. Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion. Ooh. Brothers, I just read a scripture earlier that says, when you go into any land where the Lord brings you, do not learn none of their ways or their ordinances. Neither are you allowed to worship another god. So here's what? Here's the disrespect of Muhammad onto the planet. He sees you worshiping your own God. He wants to look at your gods, copy the way how you worship your gods, and then tell you that you gotta follow his God. What an idiot! That's kind of backwards. That's like saying Protestant invented shoes, but I can't make shoes as good as him. But I make a shoe that's not as good as his, and I tell him, ditch your shoes and make my shoes. You on drugs? You know what I mean? He must have been on a hashish. He must have been on hashish. He must have been on that poppy, the Afghan poppy out there.
Oh, you know money.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Right. So Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion, but to no avail. They had no hope of that. The Jews were adamant and resistant to change. Why? Because the Jews were like the brothers in the Isupk. They were like us. They wasn't as hardcore as, I'm gonna say they was not as hardcore as us. You see what I'm saying? But it was the laws and the commandments to not worship no other man's God. What are you talking about? Convert to what? We're not converting to your witness, what do you call it? Jehovah's Witness religion. We don't do that.
Watchtower.
You see what I'm saying? Watchtower. The high esteem which the prophet held for the Jews. Hold on. Muhammad had high esteem for the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants them to leave the thing that he esteemed them for. He's talking about a backward people, man. That's what the Islam religion was born out of, being backwards.
It's in the Quran to tell you to
listen
to the Bible. Right.
Okay. The high esteem which the prophet held for the Jews was transformed to enmity. He started to hate the Jews because the Jews don't want to turn to this fake religion that they copy from them. And instead of allies, instead of looking for friends, that's what they do around here. They try to get brothers to be Muslim friends and go to the mosque. He looked upon them as competitors. Oh, I hope that's coming our way too. I want some competition. You know what I mean? These Muslims gotta, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You know, where's the battle axe? That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Because the Lord is with us, and they don't have a Lord to be with them. They don't have a God to be with them. You see what I'm saying? We're not. Remember now, we Israelites now. We under Commander Gianna. We in the truth now. You know what I mean? Where all the prophecies was unfolded. We not right now. We really truly with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about Captain Israel getting battles of 100,000 people and crush all of them. How is that possible? You know what I mean? I'm talking about we go to camp and to see the unthinkable things. You know what I mean? You know, we're not Christians. Christian, you can unalive a Christian. You can't unalive us. As long as we don't sin, we are infallible. You see what I'm saying? Christians can get down and fight Muslims, and the Muslims might whoop your ass or not backwards. It's like my language. You know what I mean? But against us, you must lose against us. Christian, Muslim, fake Israelites, whatever, Buddhist, Taoism, atheist, government, you must lose against the UPK. You must lose against our gods. What are you talking about, man? Go ahead, Brother Doc.
So now, you know what I'm saying? We got it to the point, they second guessing now. You know what I mean? They second guessing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, those are the guys who yell on the street. Now they don't say that. You know what I mean? Like, they yell on the street, but don't try
Push your position.
Don't try to challenge them on the scriptures.
Did you put your hand up? Push your position. Hurry up, get down, on the ground. Push your position. Lean forward. On your feet. Amadim, Amad Shabbat. Put your hand up. Yes, you can use the bathroom. We're gonna start saying that in Hebrew too. You're gonna start saying your collar. What's bathroom? You can go to the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna find what the word for bathroom is. We're gonna say that. He's gonna speak Hebrew to me. You know what I mean?
So now they second guessing. You know what I mean? They know they're being Christians.
Right.
You know what I mean? They know the Lord is with us.
Right.
So the Muslim, you know what I mean? The Muslims just walk by with their rock.
Let me get the book of Judith.
The Lord.
Yeah, chapter 5, verse, what is that, 20. You know what I mean? Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now we're going to go to some things that Muhammad he might have knew. He might not have knew. Judith.
That's right.
Apocrypha. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, and in the meantime, right? Okay, tried his best, right? He tried to convert them, good, right? Well, it's not good, but Muhammad needed the confirmation of the influential Jews. Hold up now. Muhammad needed the confirmation of the influential Jews. You want to know why everybody in the world wears fitted caps and sneakers? Because there was a certain people in the United States that wore the fitted hat, the fitted cap, the baseball caps. You wanna know why? You know why everybody in the world wears a mitri? Because one time there was a Jew who wrapped a tie on his head, and these Jews were influential. Ain't nobody in the world want to wear no tassels on their belts, man. And the top hat, the bear hat from Russia. Ain't nobody want to be like you. Ain't nobody doing that. This is not you. But this is someone else. The influential Jews to validate, and by the way, you know what I mean, for someone else out there who might have thought he was a Jew. If things is not lining up, pertaining to history with your life and your experience and your path in history to get to where you are, it's not personal between me and you. I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? But you have to admit that this is not you. You see what I'm saying? It's not. And is it illegal to talk about who it is? It's not wrong to talk. It's not wrong to me to talk about, as a Chinese man in America. He's born in America, and I got to tell him about the Genghis Khan dynasty and the Qing dynasty. It's not wrong for me to tell him about him and history and who he was and where he's coming from. So don't look at wrong like I gotta read about the influential Jews when they make hip hop. China makes hip hop. Japan makes hip hop. Africa makes hip hop. You know what I mean? You got white reggae artists from Germany because the Jews are influential. You know what I mean? You got Japanese people trying to be Mexican cholos right now. Right now. You got Germans putting on the same kind, and Albanians putting on the same kind of Hispanic tattoos all over them in the same font. Right now. There's Albanians in Albania saying "Bomba clot." In Albania right now. No, real talk. Yeah.
So you saw what happened on the Olympics. They put breakdancing breakdancing in the Olympics.
This breakdancing in the and in New York, that was frowned upon.
Frowned upon.
Frowned upon. You was a ghetto. They looked at you like you was a ghetto.
I was there.
It was like, man, why are these people begging for money in the street doing all this breakdancing in Times Square?
What is this? It was, what is this? What is this thing that they doing? Like this thing that these blacks and Hispanics, and it always was blacks and Hispanics. Yeah. Always. It was right there.
Together too.
They was right there. And guess who was the breakers? The breakers was the gangsters. They literally was the gangsters. You know what I mean? They literally was the gangsters. So you're like, yo, you know what? We ain't gonna fight, but you know what I mean? We like doing this also.
Right.
You know what I mean? And plus, you know, and the black Hispanics is so innovative, and that's why we destroy the earth. We gotta realize they took out all the instruments, everything.
Yeah.
When we started beating on the pool. You know what I mean? That literally was, you know what I'm saying, what we was making. We was making music out of nothing.
Right.
Literally made music out of nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Literally made music. Then we put a dance to it. Yeah. Then we put, you know what I'm saying, a signature. You know what I mean? Graffiti. All that stuff coming. Then the style, the clothing, all that came out.
Did you just say that these Negroes, made graffiti?
Graffiti.
Can I go to Paris right now and find graffiti on the train? Can I go to Russia right now and find graffiti on the walls in Russia in the slums?
Come.
Can I go to Albania where the flag is red and the damn eagle and they got graffiti in Albania? Can I find graffiti in Albania?
Come.
Can I find graffiti all over Africa?
Come.
But did it start in Africa?
Nah.
But it was these ghetto people's lifestyle over here in the States. Oh man.
And poor.
Yeah.
Poor didn't have nothing.
It was the poor man's hobby.
Yeah.
The poor youth. The
poor youth.
Yeah, the habit of the poor youth.
That was dying in the streets and it was in the ghetto.
Yeah.
It was literally the ghetto. You got real, a bomb hit this place back in that day. You know what I'm saying? Remember during that time in Slovakia, you got real, it was heroin. It just came from, you know what I'm saying, out of Vietnam. Heroin, drug addicted. Yeah. Then the crack era. But still, you know what I'm saying? Still hip hop was still, you know what I'm saying, growing. It was still growing. You know? And word of mouth. It was word of mouth. Because remember, nobody wasn't doing this stuff. It was just the word of mouth. It was just the word of mouth. I was there. Everything was new.
So once again, that's the influential Jews. Influential Jews. Now, you know, if it's not these Negroes and Latinos, who is it? who are this influential? You telling me it's the Crown Heights, man? I don't see nobody trying to be them. You know the Jewish man got music too. Yeah, the Jewish man got music too. Does anybody even know what it's called? They're here in New York.
Oh,
I think they run the music industry, but what is the Jewish man's music, that genre, that techno thing that they get the curls and they do this, and they get around in a circle and they do right? Wait, hold up. I thought what Muhammad said, that the Jews were influential. So wait, so you telling me those Jews is not the same Jew that we're talking about here? Holy smokes. Holy smokes, because the census has smoke out of it. It's holy smokes, all right? You know what I mean? Okay. Muhammad needed confirmation of the influential Jews to validate his mission. Hold up now. To be validated in whatever country you are. You need Negroes in your army, man. If you don't got no Negroes in your army, you're not valid. One time I was in college, right? College is one of the greatest con man schemes on the planet, right? I went to college and I was learning Chinese, right? The Chinese man was saying he needs democracy in China. You know what he told me? He said, I'm glad you guys are learning Chinese, because all we need is you to go over there to the market side of the place. He said, we just need more of you. I'm like, huh? Like, I don't think he knew all the Chinese kids in there, they in there to get the easy A, right?
Oh God.
And I'm in there and I'm like, that sounds pretty racist. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We have to be your frontline soldiers so that you can do better. Muhammad said the same thing. You see what I'm saying? He needed validation from the influential Jews. To do what? To do what? What did he say over here? He became a religious extremist in order to give his people a better life on a rapid scale. That's what heathens are doing, trying to bring you to their religion. It's to improve their own life. And in doing that, God curses you for it. Why would you ditch your own God for their God? You see what I'm saying? You're giving up your blessing to bless them. Give me Romans 16 and 6 and 16. You got Judas?
6 and 16?
Yeah, give me Judas, Romans 6 and 16, and we come back to that Judas. You got that Judas over there, right? Okay, good. We get that afterwards, right? So Romans 6 and 16.
Romans.
Okay. Okay.
Romans chapter 6, verse 16.
Right. There we go. Nice and loud. Yep.
Romans chapter 6, verse 16.
Right.
Know ye not?
Know ye not, meaning Christ says, don't you know this? Don't you not know this? Read.
That to whom ye yourself servants to obey.
When you make yourself not a servant of Allah. Keep reading.
His servant ye are to whom ye obey.
Yeah, you now obey the other servants of Allah. You become a servant under them. They call themselves servants of Allah, and you now make yourself a servant under their servants. You see what I'm saying? So they're over there, servants of Allah, right? But now when you go over there, they call you Obed. You see, that's what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Whether of sin unto death.
Right. Sin, whether of sin unto death. I mean, you do this sin until you die, the Lord passes you away. You see what I'm saying? Because, worshiping another God is a sin. Keep reading. Or
of ordinance unto righteousness.
Right. So now, if you were to obey Christ and be in the Israelites' culture, you will be of obedience unto righteousness. Unto your own people, but you chose to obey someone else. Right. You made yourself servants to obey these other people and obey their servants.
That's right.
Give me Isaiah 34. Wait, give me that Judas. Okay. So it was you can scroll up. Oh, go down. Go back to 17. 17 was good.
17,
good. Now back in Daniel 2, right? Muhammad came to the conclusion that all means of persuasion had been exhausted. I mean, he tried to pray in front of you and make you think that he holier than you. He prays more times than you. He fasts for more days than you, right? He exhausted all those measures. The period of patience was past. And he was now determined to propagate his religion by the sword. Good. Why? Give me that Judas now.
Come. Judas, chapter 5, verse 17.
Yeah.
And
whilst
they sinned, not before their God.
Now this is a heathen now. Remember now. Christ said to not pray like how the heathens pray. And the heathens are trying to get us into their religion so they can prosper. And here's what the heathens say. These specifically were the Ammonites, the Japanese. This is before the Muslims. This is years before the Muslims. And so by the time the Muslims got into it, by the Muslims I mean the Ishmaelites. Muslims is the culture of the Ishmaelites. If you become a Muslim, you have now dressed yourself up like Halloween costuming, like an Ishmaelite. All right? Whilst this, read it from the top again.
Come. Let me say, and what, whilst they sinned not before their God.
Whilst the Israelites did not sin before our God, read.
They prospered.
We did well. In America right now, we are not doing well because we are in the religion of the heathen. We are in the white man's religion, Christianity. 2, we are in the Arab man's culture, religion, Islam. Keep reading.
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Right. The God that hated iniquity was with them. What is iniquity? Selling drugs is an iniquity.
That's right.
Now, in the Quran, there is no rule against selling drugs in the Quran. None. There's no rules against homosexuality in the Quran. Wait. We get that the article. Where's the article? The Afghan boys. All the way over there. There you go. Next one. There you go. All right. Hold on. An Afghan boys. Whoa. That one is too hardcore. Should we read that one? The Bacha boys is basically batty boys. That's what Bacha boys is. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Severe child abuse. I don't know if we want to read. That might be too rough. You know what I mean? We might start throwing up in here.
I remember you had an article on that also.
Not the Bacha boys.
No. But you had it
the other one.
Class, yeah, like a class article.
The Bacha boys. We gonna throw up in here. You know, we gonna turn the computer off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Come. Get the top one. Get the New York Times. Right? New York Times is official news. Yeah. Okay. An Afghan boy's grape and unalignment prompt a rare response and arrest. Scroll down. Kabul, Afghanistan. It started as a dispute between boys, right? Barazaki, 13, was irked when a neighbor's boy stole fruit and ripped limbs from his family's pomegranate tree, and he shoved the younger boy to the ground. Relatives say. Just 2 days later, Nasibullah was unalived, and his village in the southern Afghan province of Kandahar was in an uproar. His family and other residents accused an influential police checkpoint commander of taking the boys. Now, these are Muslim police we're reading about here. The Muslim police in Afghanistan, the Taliban, they're Muslims. An influential meaning this is a popular police checkpoint commander of taking the boys' sides and abducting and raping Nasibullah, fatally injuring the 13-year-old boy. These is Muslims, man. That's what Muslims do. This is not your fake Muslim in fake American Wonderland America. You know what I mean? When you get down to the real Muslim world, this is who they are. Talking about the unaliving, the unaliving LGBT members. They're unaliving the ones who get caught in public. You see what I'm saying? But themselves, they don't consider themselves. I don't know why. Is it because they playing the man one? I guess it's illegal to be the girl one. But for the men one, you know, they are the one with the law. Or if I can remember correctly, how Jeremiah broke it down, the gay people in church will be the ones saying you're not allowed to be gay. You see what I'm saying? But then they're higher than the law in church. And these policemen are higher than the law in Afghanistan. It is the kind of SA assault that has run rampant. What is this kind of SA assault? I can't see. Scroll down a little bit. It is this kind of SA assault that has run rampant within the Afghan security forces. They all doing this. All these Muslims are doing this. All the Muslim police are doing this. Now, is a Muslim police 24/7? I think he goes home and be a member of his household and a member of his neighborhood and a member of his community on his off days. I think that's what they're doing on the off days, Protestant.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
This is a country full of LGBT members, man. All the boys are getting raped, man, out there, man.
Christian church, they turn it off. They turn the Bible off. They turn the Quran off.
Yeah.
Well, the Quran said that you could do it, so they can't turn it off.
But the Quran, you know why they do it? Because the Quran has no rules against that.
That's right.
It's garbage, man.
Right.
Garbage. It's a comic book. Now in the Bible, Leviticus 20:13, you know, you do that, your blood is supposed to be upon you. That's what it says. Your blood should be running on the ground. You know what I mean? Come on now. You know what I mean? And that's what Muhammad started. Muhammad started all that. He started that. Muhammad started that. That's Muhammad's religion. That's what he forced. You know, I believe we have LGBT members today because they got raped under the Muslim conquest a long time ago. And they came to this country and they was forced to be Christians and they carried, I don't know, okay, maybe not. Because the oppressor himself was one too. The oppressor, who is now the law in America, he did the same thing to break in the slave. They call it breaking the buck.
That's right.
All these heathens doing the same thing. Protestants.
Oh, you can't forget about female circumcision. With their brown, you know what I'm saying? With their brown, you know what I'm saying? With their brown down. They brown down.
Let me get that Judith again right quick.
Come. Judith, chapter 5, verse 18.
Yeah.
But when they depart from the way which he appointed.
This is what Muhammad was trying to do while he was pretending that he wanted to be our friends. And he needed, he admired us so much. He looked for us to depart from our way, which our God appointed us. Keep reading.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Hold up now. In the year, Babylon Timbuktu. In the year 627, the Battle of Fars occurred. The Jew tribes, the Israelite tribes, were defeated by the armies of Muhammad. You don't know why we lost the battle of Fars against the Muslims? Because we were doing things that we were not supposed to do.
That's right.
All the things that God said to do. That's why you got to keep the law perfectly. People say, how are you going to keep the whole law? You're going to keep every single law? It's impossible to keep every. You better. If you don't, the Muslims will come and unalive you and force you to be Muslim. That's how black people became Muslims. They became Muslims because we sinned against the Lord, and the Lord allowed the Muslims to rise up against us and conquer us. Go ahead, President.
It's like you was dropping it so heavy. Would you say, "Well, you keeping all the law? All the law don't attend to me." You know what I mean? All the law. I'm not a woman.
Yeah.
So the unclean law is not intended to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing this job. So what you know what I mean? They keep on saying that. Like, oh, you got to do all the 6. No, I don't. I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a regular dude, you know what I mean? I'm a priest, so I do priestly duties, manly duties, and keep them moving. But you know what I mean? I don't have no misrespectful laws. You know what I mean? I don't eat pork. I know I don't eat pork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't do unclean things. You know what I mean? I know, you know what I'm saying? I know when to wash up. I know this stuff, and it's easy.
Right.
It's easy. It's the same concept when you tell your kids, wash your hands when you come into the house.
Right.
Go into the shower and clean your skin.
Also, I am not a leper.
I am not becoming God.
So the leper laws don't apply to me because we don't have the leprosy to apply that law. Cameron, Shabbatak. Okay, good. Go play with them back there, right? Before we leave, make sure you wash your hands. Okay, good. Wow. The Israelite tribes were defeated by the armies of Muhammad. 700 Jews were gathered in the marketplace and offered the alternatives: the Quran or the swords. Keep reading.
Come.
They were destroyed. What? They were destroyed.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Very sore. Keep reading.
And were led captive.
What?
led captive.
I were what?
Captive.
Keep reading.
Into a land that was not theirs.
We was carried into the Arab land. We became Muslims all over Africa. We became Muslims all over the Middle East. Worshiping Mecca. That's what happened. The Quran or the sword. The Quran meant to now be led captive by them. To now become a Moor. A Mohammedan Moor in Morocco. And to get down with the Moorish conquest.
Right.
But the devout Jews were accustomed to martyrdom. They did not hesitate in their choice. Big up to those brothers right there. One west to the death is what we say.
That's right.
They did not hesitate in their choice. Muhammad carried out his bestial threat, executed the Jews. What did it say? They were destroyed in many battles very sore. And the history says Muhammad carried out his bestial threat and executed the Jews. That was destroyed. That was being destroyed in battles many sore. And guess what? The Arabs know the history. Arabs know the history. Arabs know exactly who you are. They know who they sold you to, and they know who your women are. And it goes on to say, he executed the Jews, and the women were sold. You ever heard of slavery in the Arabic states? Yeah, they remember you. That is why they get these sisters from the hood out here and carry them to Dubai so they can sit on their face and doodle in their mouth. That's why, because they remember their good old days when they destroyed us and sold our women, and they carried out all their weird fetishes out on our women. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with brothers that become Muslims. You don't remember the pain of your sisters out there in those days and 600. If I see an Arab doing this, if I look through a window and I see an Arab doing this to a chained up black woman, I think Salaki brought this up, but it's gonna be the Bronx buildings burning down in the 80s. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, I'm under the command of Commander Jihana, so I would never do that. Because we would never do that under Commander Jihana. But with some easing up of some orders, you see. Or if I was not under Commander Jihana and I saw that, it would be the Bronx buildings in the 1980s, man. Bricks falling off the side of the buildings, and inside the building is smoke and light and bright light in that building. You don't feel the pain for yourself. You don't love your sisters. Now when I read this, now I gotta think about all sisters. I gotta think about all Muslims. I gotta think about all Arabs now, and I gotta wake up to my own history, because I know this: the Jewish man had never forgot no Holocaust. He will never forget the pain of the Holocaust, and he remembers what his woman went through. Can I be allowed to remember what my woman went through in history? Do I gotta forget? Do white people forget the Spartans? Do white people love the Spartans so much they went and made the movie 300. Naked white men with spears, chucking spears at an army that could not be numbered. They love their history, and they were unalived in that movie. You see what I mean? And in history, they were unalived, and they remember their history. Why am I not allowed to remember mine? Is it because we are slaves that we are not allowed to remember? Only free people are allowed to remember their history. The Jewish man, he's free, so he can remember the Holocaust. The Chinese man, he's free. He can remember his beef. Hey, you're making too much noise right there. The Chinese man is free, so he's allowed to remember his beef with the Japanese and the Taiwanese. They don't say we're gonna the China. Stand up and push up position. Stand up and push up position. Hurry up. The Chinese didn't say, all right, yeah, we gotta put the past behind us. Taiwan, stay Taiwan. Nah, China is saying, Taiwan, you gotta get back under China. We remember the history. You better get back. Hong Kong, yeah, your 99 years is up. We didn't forget. You better get back down under the Chinese regime. Did they have to forget their pain and their loss of their people? Why do I have to forget slavery? Why? Why is that? Makes no sense. Maybe because we're not free. We're not free to have our own thoughts and to govern our own minds and govern our own destiny.
So, you're dropping it so heavy about, you know what I'm saying, the Arabs and our sisters. And you know how the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, we got these Arab stores in our community. And I had to remind, you know what I'm saying, one of my sisters that I grew up with, remind them, they're not your friend. They is not your friend. You understand? I have to remind her, oh, he's so nice. No, Habib is so nice. No, Habib is not nice. Not nice. You know what I'm saying? He's going to treat you dirty. And I'm talking to her. You know what I mean? I'm talking to her and letting her know, you know what I'm saying, about I'm a brother and I'm talking to you about the truth. They're not your friend.
Right.
They're not your friend. And we got to remind, you know what I mean? Because, you know, like you say, man, only free people remind about their enemies and how people who's not you, how they are. You know, and tell them, oh no, you know what I mean? Oh no, he's a nice. No, he's not nice. Right. He's not nice. He's doing it because of this. Because you don't got nobody over you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To look at, you know what I'm saying, to show, you know what I'm saying, to protect you, to show what's going on. And that's exactly, you know what I mean? That's exactly that I tell the sister, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? They're being nice because they want this.
Right.
That's what. Oh, they give you free chips.
Yeah,
they give you free chips. They give you, you know what I mean, little.
That free chips.
Free chips
is an investment into some drawers.
That's right.
That's all it is.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But we're running short of time now, right? Right. It says there was another city northeast of Medina called Khaybar. This city was the headquarters of the Israelites' power in Arabia. I want that scripture again from 17. After a long siege, what? After a long siege, what? Right there, 17, 18. After a long siege, what does it say right there? They were destroyed. Yes. Second line, end the second line. They were
destroyed in many battles, very sore.
They were, see it again?
They was destroyed in many battles, very sore.
It reads right here, after a long siege. A siege means they came around the gates and to start unaliving from the outer end. The city capitulated to Muhammad under the rulership of Omar. That's another black name. People have to name the kids Omar after the Muslims' religion.
Right.
Under the rulership of Omar, the Jews of Khaybar were transplanted to Syria. Keep reading.
And were led captive.
What?
Led captive.
What?
Led captive.
Carried to slavery. What?
Led captive.
Transplanted. What?
Led captive.
Transplanted to Syria. What?
Led captive.
Keep reading.
Into a land that was not there.
Yeah, Syria was not our land. The Bible is lining up with history. All right. And here's the thing. I don't hear Jewish people talking about remember the Holocaust or remember the Battle of Fars. I don't hear that. Right. I only hear about the UPK pressing on the issue of the Battle of Fars because it's dear to our hearts, but it's not dear to their hearts. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to steal no Jewish woman. Who trying to enslave that? Yeah, who's trying to break that and make that a sexual thing? And SA that. Who's trying to do that to Jewish women? I don't think they have the physique. I don't think they have the appeal for other people to even want them to even do that. Who's enslaved them? They gonna pick cotton? You're gonna transport them to Syria to do what? They can barely press the elevator button on Saturdays.
That's right.
They weak nimble arms. They can barely press the button on the elevator on Saturdays. Right. They barely have the strength to open a door on Saturdays. I'm not even talking about enslaving them. It's not them. Give me verse 19.
Oh, you show that this 18 that they in there.
It's 18 right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
And the
hold on. The history says there was another city northeast of Medina. I just read this called Khaybar. This city was the headquarters of the Israelites' authority, the Israelites' power in Arabia. Read.
Oh. And the temple of their God.
The temple of our God will be our place of power or authority. That's what we just read. We had a place called the headquarters of the Jews' power. Power and God is the same word. The temple of their power was cast, what?
Was cast to the ground.
Keep reading.
And their city.
And their what?
And their city.
After a long siege, the city capitulated to Muhammad. Read.
Were taken by the enemies.
After a long siege, the city capitulated to Muhammad.
Was taken by their enemies.
The same thing is going on in history with the Bible. That is how you precept history with the Bible. Verse 19. There's the Isupk Nyc now.
Judas chapter 5 verse 19.
Yeah.
But now.
There we go.
Are they returned to their God?
In 2024. What?
Oh,
we are returned to our God in 2024 in the command of Jehan. Keep reading.
And are come up.
We have come up. Read.
From the place where they were scattered.
Where they were what?
Scattered.
Where for what?
Scattered.
New York what?
Scattered.
Chicago what?
Scattered.
UK what?
Scattered.
Birmingham, London what?
Scattered.
Jamaica what?
Scattered.
Trinidad what?
Scattered.
Miami what?
Scattered.
Houston, Texas what?
Scattered.
San Bernardino, California what?
Scattered.
We were scattered to the four corners of the earth. Keep reading.
And have possessed Jerusalem.
That's the prophecy. We're going to get Jerusalem back, is what God says. Keep reading.
Where their sanctuary is.
Where sanctuary means where we were safe. What God is saying is, what the scripture is saying is that we are going to get our homeland back again, and we're going to be safe there forever. In Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is. Hold on, wait. Is the Jewish man safe in Israel right now? By the God of the ship? I think he's getting missiles from Iran right now. So wait. Those Jews are not in their sanctuary. A sanctuary is a safe place. Hold on, wait. Hold on.
That's right.
Sanctuary definition.
Here's the definition of sanctuary:
a
place of refuge or safety.
A place of safety. The Israelis don't look too safe right now over there. I don't think it's a safe place for them over there right now. It does not look like a safe place for them. So, verse 20. Give me verse 20 and we are out here.
Come. Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people,
read it again. If there be
any error against this people,
if there be what?
Any error.
If there be what?
Any error.
Any sin what?
Any error.
Breaking any law what?
Any error.
The Christians say we can't keep all the laws what?
Any error.
Oh, fake Israelites say I keep the laws to the best of my ability what?
Any error.
If there be any error. You read?
Against this people.
Against the who?
This people.
The 12 tribes what?
This people.
The Israelites what?
This people.
Read.
And they sin against their God.
Read.
Let us consider.
Let us what?
Consider.
They're gonna determine what?
Consider.
They've made their mind up what?
Consider.
The heathens do what?
Consider.
Read.
That this shall be their ruin.
This is gonna be the ruin of the Negroes. You're gonna come out of slavery. You're gonna build 100 colleges, 100 schools, and you're gonna run Black Wall Street. But what? This shall. Let us consider.
Let us consider. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Black Wall Street what?
Their ruin.
Harlem Renaissance what?
Their ruin.
Rosewood what?
Their ruin.
Seneca Village what?
Their ruin.
Harlem what?
Their ruin.
Brooklyn what?
Their ruin.
Brown Heights what?
Their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
shall what?
Overcome
We shall
them.
gentrify them what?
Overcome
We
them.
shall lynch them what?
Overcome them.
The trail of tears what?
Overcome them.
That's what happened to us. You're gonna tell me, people are gonna tell me, oh, the one West is backwards, the one West, you guys in the one West don't know anything. You dumb. You dumb and stupid. We the only thing knowing and happening. What are you talking about? Who talks like this? Who brings this out? All the 400 years of the Christian church. Wait, this is the Bible. All the Martin Luther Kings and Malcolm X and the Black Panthers who wanted better for black people don't know this. The one man that came across this and knew this, Albert Bivens. What did the Malcolm X brothers do under Malcolm X? Nation Islam. They vandalized him in Newark, New Jersey, reading about this. Letting them know the nation of Islam too. That was our ruin too. The nation of Islam was mighty and strong. And what happened? White men come in one day and just pay one brother and analyze the whole nation of Islam thing.
That's right.
The nation of Islam right now is nothing. Khalid Muhammad, with all of his vigor and influential, just like an influential Jew. It came to influence everybody. It came to nothing because in there he was worshiping Allah.
That's right.
And it pissed our God off. Where is that? Well, he was doing this right here. Khalid Muhammad would not let go of this.
That's right.
But here's what we're going to do, Israelites, under Commander Johanna. We are going to let go of it. There we go. All right, that's right. With that, I class the prison officer, Paratazar.
Clap it up.
God. Have a seat.
Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk. Start off with 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
Big up the graffiti Hall of Fame in Harlem on 106th Street.
Yeah,
We had shots, but you got to take us there, man. We're going to check it out. Right?
What's that crap? Root for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6-month period in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Mean 10 in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord give you, give the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the feast. Is the memorial of blowing of the trumpets. Let me see here. And also to remind the Alawanium, the Akim, and the Aquaculum that we our cookout, our New York cookout is on September 1st. That's Sunday, September 1st, Sunday at Marcus Garvey Park. We got the link in the chat. Let me see. Anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black. Boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarf. And with that, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amaju, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Amaju, Shabbat. Amaju, Barak. Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Rakatah. Yasmitah, class dismissed.
Okay, Shabbat talk, ready?